I'm in Salad and I saw Christine. It is directed by John Carpenter, written by Bill Phillips, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This is requested by a Patreon. If you like to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. This movie starts with a car, and it's being manufactured. And in the car, he'll go slam onto a hand. Wow, I can't believe it. There's so many deaths surrounding this car. And this car isn't even on the roads yet. This is a demon car. And immediately I'm like, I like this concept. I like the concept of a demon car that goes from place to place to place, switches owners, because you know that's what cars do when they eat their owners, is they have to get new owners to eat, and they switch up places. And there's this one kid, Arnie. This guy be like, oh, I got this car for $250, and I'm like, man, that is cheap for a car. I don't know what car prices were like back in the good old day, but you know, you can't get a car for $250 now. Nope, no way. I really like the concept of this car, okay? Plus, with the owners changing their personalities to better suit the car's needs. Like, hey, I got this car, now I have to prepare it. And I gotta change my entire personality, says Arnie. And his friends notice. And I like how they're not initially like suspect of the car, because you know, it's a car. What are cars supposed to do in order to change your personality? There's no way they can change your personality, but I guess having different interests than you first previously had will change your personality. And so I'm like, bro, why you gotta be focused on the car so much? Oh, it's gonna repair itself magically. You don't gotta focus so much on the car if it's gonna repair itself. I feel like it's a waste of time that you even put any energy and effort into doing that car stuff. I really like how in like probably the second half of this movie, the car just starts driving by itself. And at this point I'm like, oh geez, you know, it'd be a very scary concept to be chased by a car, a self-driving car. Imagine if you're being chased by a self-driving Tesla. That'd be terrifying. I guess that's the modern equivalent. Maybe that could happen. Maybe this movie is actually a documentary, or maybe it's a prediction into the future and what's to come. Cars chasing humans! I love that. Eventually though, after all these car shenanigans of being chased by the car, stopping away from the car to talk about how we want to deal with this car because, oh, observation, our friend is super obsessed with this car, and then this friend gets a girlfriend, and then the car gets jelly, and so the car starts acting up. And so these friends are like third-party witnesses to all this stuff happening. They're like, we gotta intervene, we gotta find out a way to stop this car. And like, oh, how do you stop demon cars? Maybe a little bit of garlic and garlic oil in the gas container would help against a demon car, but you know, I don't know anything about demon cars. Let me know in the comments what you think would stop a demon car. Besides what happens in this movie, I mean, there's a flaming that happens, a big old flame, a big old arson that stops the demon car in its tracks, but I felt like there could have been a more fun way to set the car on fire. I know there's a lot of explosions and stuff in this movie, but personally I wish the back half was more car explosions, or maybe some fun car tricks. Explore what the car demon can do. Can it fly, or can it just drive on its own? Can it sustain a lot of damage, like being hit by a semi-truck? I mean, this movie kind of explores that, but not to the depth that I want for scientific research purposes. So otherwise, I found this movie to be fun. I'd say the acting is definitely a little meh. It seems they're there, they're acting, they're saying the lines, but I don't feel like much emotion behind all of these lines, to be honest, but it's a fun movie. You know, I enjoy the concept of Christine. I like all the fun settings and how it's filmed mostly outside, unless it's not. and I like all the settings that are occurring in this movie, I gotta give this movie a solid 5.9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, it's Salad Slot. I'll see you later, my Salad croutons and bacon bits.